Have you ever noticed this quiet but really powerful shift happening inside you? Like you've gone from chasing the spotlight to just wanting a quiet moment to yourself. Well, today, we are diving deep into the psychology behind why you now crave peace way more than you ever craved attention.
Let's just go back for a second. Can you remember a time when your entire day, your whole mood could be made or completely broken by a single notification? When just being seen, being noticed, felt like oxygen? Man, it was a powerful driver, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that feeling. You know the one. Waiting for a text back, a comment, a like. That little ping from your phone was the signal that you existed, that you were on someone's mind.
And let's be honest, you weren't just looking for a reply, you were looking for approval. You needed to hear that you were smart enough or funny enough, just enough.
And this really sums up that old mindset perfectly, right? Visibility was the same thing as worth. If people were paying attention to you, it meant you had value. And if they weren't, well, you felt completely invisible.
But that's just not you anymore, is it? It's like the volume on all that noise has been turned down, and in its place is this deep, real longing for calm. The frantic energy is gone, and you're searching for quiet stability instead.
So, let's talk about our first point, a sign of growth. This whole shift from caring so much about the external to focusing on your internal world, it's not a sign you're getting boring, not at all. In fact, psychologically, it's one of the biggest signs of emotional maturity you can possibly experience.
There's actually a theory behind this, and it's called self-determination theory. It basically says that as we grow up, we naturally evolve. We move from needing everyone else to tell us we're okay to finding that stability and worth inside ourselves. It's a totally predictable and healthy part of growing into yourself.
So what actually causes this change? What pushes us over the edge? Well, that brings us to the breaking point. This is that moment when your mind just instinctively decides, nope, I can't afford the high cost of all this chaos anymore.
I mean, think about it. Constantly dealing with someone's inconsistent behavior, trying to decode mixed signals, or just feeling emotionally neglected, it is absolutely exhausting. It puts your entire system on high alert, and sooner or later, that leads to serious burnout.
And when that burnout hits, your brain kicks in with this powerful defense mechanism, emotional withdrawal. Now, this isn't about you being cold or uncaring. It's a subconscious survival move. Your brain is pulling you back from the source of the chaos to protect what little mental and emotional energy you have left.
And on the most basic, fundamental level, your nervous system learns this vital lesson. It actually recalibrates and sends a clear, powerful message through your whole body. Peace is where we're safe. Chaos is a threat.
This experience is also deeply tied to attachment theory. You know, if you've ever been in relationships with those anxious or avoidant dynamics, you learn a really hard lesson, that attention can just be a tool, a temporary fix. It's not the same thing as real, genuine care or love. Not even close.
Okay, next up, let's talk about your brain on drama and how it literally starts to rewire itself for safety. See, this isn't just a change in your mindset. Your actual brain is changing based on your experiences. It's starting to prioritize safety over stimulation.
Your amygdala, that's your brain's little alarm system, is right at the center of this. It's designed for short bursts of stress, fight or flight, not for a constant roller coaster of emotional highs and lows. So that drama you might have once found exciting, now it just feels like danger because your amygdala is completely exhausted.
This is where you level up into a state of emotional regulation. Instead of just automatically reacting to triggers, your brain starts to pause. It starts consciously choosing a response that leads to calm. You're not just a passenger on the emotional ride anymore. You're actually in the driver's seat. And all this internal rewiring, it leads to real, tangible changes in how you act and what you expect from people. It's a whole new way of navigating the world and your relationships.
Just look at this comparison. It really captures the entire shift, doesn't it? You're no longer chasing intensity. You value consistency. You're not drawn to chaos anymore. You actively seek out calm. And you're no longer impressed by a bunch of empty words. You find so much more value in a comfortable, meaningful silence.
And this means you just naturally start to pull away from the things that once had such a grip on you. Those late replies, they don't make you anxious anymore. They just signal a lack of interest. Those confusing mixed signals, they're not some fun puzzle to solve. They're a clear red flag. And that addictive hit of attention, you see it for what it is now, often just empty calories.
Ultimately, it is so important to reframe this entire journey. And that's our next section, the power of healing. This isn't about you losing your edge or becoming closed off. It's about profound, hard-won growth. This is the simple, powerful truth you finally learned. Almost anyone can give you attention, especially when it costs them nothing. But true peace, both inside yourself and with others, that is incredibly rare, and it's incredibly valuable.
At the end of the day, this is your own biology working for you. Your brain is wired for survival, and once it truly learns the difference between what feels excitingly dangerous and what feels genuinely safe, it will always choose safety. So if you find yourself valuing a quiet evening over a dramatic night out, or a stable connection over a turbulent one, please don't ever think you've lost something. It means you've gained everything. It means you've healed enough to finally value yourself, and you've stopped settling for anything less than peace.
And that leaves us with this one last question. By letting go of that constant need for noise and for other people's approval, you've created all this valuable space in your life. So now that you choose peace, what incredible things are you making room for?